Welcome to our channel. Today we're diving into a hot topic for golfers: new versus used golf wedges. Which one should you choose? It's a question that gets asked all the time, and for good reason. There's a lot to consider, from budget to performance and everything in between. So, in this video we're going to break down the pros and cons of both new and used wedges to help you make the most informed decision for your game. Right, let's get into it. First up, let's talk new wedges. I mean, who doesn't love that fresh out the plastic, never been hit feeling? But it's more than just aesthetics. New wedges often come with the latest and greatest technology. We're talking about things like sharper grooves for increased spin, different finishes for improved durability, and even funky new designs that can boost performance. Plus, with a new wedge, you've got peace of mind knowing it's had one careful owner, you, with no hidden surprises lurking beneath the surface. No dodgy repairs, no rust hiding in the grooves, just pure, unadulterated wedgie goodness. New wedges don't come cheap, but think of it as an investment in your game. A good wedge can last you years, helping you shave strokes off your scorecard and impress your mates with those crisp, clean shots. Now, let's talk used wedges. Used wedges can be a fantastic option, especially if you're on a bit of a budget. And trust me, you can find some absolute steals out there if you know where to look. The great thing about used wedges is that they often have plenty of life left in them, especially if they've been well maintained. Remember, a wedge's lifespan is all about those grooves, and even with regular use they can last for ages. You wouldn't rule out a car just because it's got a few miles on the clock, would you? As long as it's been looked after, a used wedge can perform just as well as a new one, but without the hefty price tag. Plus, there's something quite satisfying about finding a hidden gem in a sea of used clubs. So, if you're not afraid to put in a bit of legwork and do your research, buying used can be a great way to save some cash and still get yourself a top-notch wedge. Let's address the elephant in the room: the cost. There's no denying that new wedges can put a dent in your wallet. We're talking anywhere from $100 to $200 depending on the brand and technology. Used wedges, on the other hand, can be significantly cheaper. Think $50 to $100. But remember, price shouldn't be the only factor. It's all about finding the right balance between cost, performance, and condition. Don't be swayed by a bargain basement price if the wedge is about to fall apart. Look for value for money. A well-maintained used wedge might cost a bit more, but it'll be worth it in the long run. Ultimately, the choice is yours. Are you after the latest and greatest, or are you happy to save some cash and go for a pre-loved option? Only you can decide. Alright, let's talk performance. New wedges, with their pristine grooves and cutting-edge tech, are designed for optimal spin and control. Those fresh grooves can really grab onto the ball, giving you the confidence to attack the pin, even from tricky lies. Plus, the latest advancements in design and materials can lead to a more forgiving club face and improved feel. But don't discount used wedges just yet. A well-maintained used wedge, with grooves that are still in good nick, can still pack a punch on the course. Remember, it's not just about the grooves. A lot of your performance comes down to technique and confidence. So, while new wedges might have the edge in terms of cutting-edge tech, a used wedge in good condition can still hold its own. So, you're thinking about taking the plunge into the world of used wedges? Good for you! But before you hand over your hard-earned cash, there are a few things you need to keep in mind. First and foremost, the grooves. This is where the magic happens, so you want to make sure they're still in good shape. Check for any signs of wear and tear, like rounding or flattening. Next up, the shaft. Give it a good wiggle and make sure there's no rattling or looseness. Check for any dents or scratches that could affect its integrity. And finally, inspect the club head for any signs of damage, like sky marks or deep scratches. If you're buying online, be sure to check the seller's feedback and ask for detailed photos of the club. Remember, buying used is all about finding a balance between price and condition. With a bit of patience and know-how, you can find a real hidden gem. So there you have it, the lowdown on new versus used wedges. Ultimately, the decision is up to you. Weigh up your options, consider your budget, and most importantly, choose a wedge that gives you confidence on the course. Thanks for watching. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more golf tips and reviews. Remember, it's not about the equipment, it's about having fun and enjoying the game. Cheers!